Hey guys, it's Demelza and welcome back to Demmy Arts. Okay, so guys, before we start today's video, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Just subscribe before you watch the video, and if you're done subscribing, let's go down to business. Okay, so today guys, I'll be showing you how to draw and shade realistic lips. So we're just going to need 2H pencil, 3H pencil, HB pencil, an eraser, cutting board, soft tissue, and a ruler. Okay, so we're going to start with a straight line. That will be part of our construction lines. Please try to keep your construction lines light so your drawing can blend in with your shading. And the next step is to locate the center and draw a curve. And the next will be to draw two ticks at both sides. Those are the edges, the corners of the lip. Now all we have to do is locate and connect the dots. Okay, so please try to make them equal. Make sure one isn't higher than the other. When you're done, we'll get. Now for the upper lip, you could make yours in a V shape or U shape or even a straight line if you want. Mine will be a V shape. Try to connect the edge with the upper part of the lip. Please make sure one isn't higher than the other. Now for the bottom lip, we're going to start from the center. Try to connect it to the edge of the lip. You could do a full drawing if you want, or you could just leave that place blank. Shading will fill in the rest. Okay, now we have to erase the construction lines since we don't need them anymore. Okay, now use the soft tissue to clean that off. And now we start shading. Try to highlight the middle part. Okay, now to start the shading, make sure you have a good grip. Before you start the shading, you can just do this to make sure it isn't too dark, because this is just the base of the shading. Remember, if you lose your grip, you can just do this. So we need to do this throughout the drawing. Just shade round. If you feel the pencil you're using is too dark, you could try a lighter one, because this part doesn't need to be dark, it just needs to be light, because this is just the base of the shading. If you feel your tip isn't opened enough, you can use a knife or a razor to open it more. If you shade out of the drawing, you can just simply erase. Try not to make some parts darker than the other. It all needs to be in the same shade, light shade. You guys stay with me. Just keep shading. Trying to cover the white spots. If this happens to you, you can just do this also. Trying to cover the white spots. It's really going to help further in the drawing. Now we take soft tissue to blend every part in. Try to blend everywhere. Try to erase the extra if you have. Okay guys, remember you can use a tissue to remove that. If you're not satisfied with the shade, you can keep shading, but remember, don't make it too dark. Okay guys, just shade a little if you want, and we are done with that part. This is our light source before we start the real shading. Okay, now I'm trying to mark out some points that will be light, bright because of the light source. Try to make these marks thin so it wouldn't really show much. It wouldn't really be obvious when you're shading. Now we use contour lines for the lips. They're basically just lines. Try not to make them too dark. You could go in different directions. Trying to make some parts of the lines dark. If you're confused, they're just lines. They're just lines like this. Curvy lines, straight lines, curvy lines. Those are basically just contour lines. Okay, now so the next step is to make the lower part a little bit darker than the first shade. Make it dark, really dark. Keep going, keep shading. If you have a 4B pencil, this makes it easier. But if you don't, just keep shading. It's fine, just keep shading. Try to cover the white spots that may be showing. When you're done, make sure the darker part isn't so obvious. Like when you draw a line, and please, the drawing doesn't need to be like that. Just try to blend it in. Okay, now we have to highlight the middle part. Now this part really needs to be dark. Like really, really, really dark. Like that's the middle. No much light there. That doesn't mean you can really press your pencil down. Just dark. Okay, so guys, keep shading. Try to blend it in. I'm still trying to make the down parts darker. To make it comfortable, you can try shading from left to right instead of up to down. Okay guys, so that's the lower lip. So we're almost done. Just need to shade this part a little. Okay, now for the up lip, we're still using contour lines. And try to shade the same way you did for the lower lip. The middle part darker than the other side. The same way you did for the lower lip. Try to blend in with a tissue. If you have a blending stone, you can also use it. Also to blend in with the cotton board. And we are almost done. Still trying to cover up some parts. Just shading some parts. Okay, almost done. Just to blend in some parts, you can do this. Okay, good. So guys, this is basically how to draw and shade a realistic lip. It's this simple. I know it took time. It was stressful, I know, but it's worth it. Okay, so you can keep shading if you want. You can stop also if you want. Because you're basically done like this. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching this. So remember to subscribe for more wonderful videos like this. Remember, stay positive and never give up. Remember, you get better. Never give up on your drawing. Even if you feel it's not beautiful or you don't like the way it looks. Come on. It's art. Okay, so guys, thank you. See you next time. Love you guys.